do a video on the equation of a circle, how to graph a circle, and how to read a circle graph. So the equation is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. Now, hk will be your center point, and r is equal to the radius. So let's take a quick look at this circle. Here I have a center point at 7, 2. And so it becomes x minus 7 squared plus y minus 2 squared equals, now my radius is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, is 4, so it becomes 4 squared. So the actual equation is x minus 7 squared plus y minus 2 squared equals 16. And that's it. That's the equation of the circle. If you have an equation such as x minus 3 squared plus y plus 5 squared equals, let's say, 81, here your center is going to be positive 3, because if you put a 3 in for this x, it becomes 0. And it's going to be negative 5, because if you put a negative 5 into this y plus 5 becomes 0. And your r squared is 81, which means your radius is, it should be plus or minus 9, but because it's a radius, is a distance, it'll just be positive 9. So that's it. So that is how you can get the center from the equation. It's the opposite of whatever that number is. It's the opposite of whatever that number is, and it's the square root of that number. And now I'm going to show you one last thing, and this last thing is kind of important. Here, well, you can see here, we want this to be of the form x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. And here you can see that that's not possible because I have an x squared plus 10x. So we're going to do a method called completing the square. And we did this, you probably did this in algebra, but here's what's going to happen. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at the x squared plus 10x, all right? And mostly I'm going to look at this second number. So our b is going to be 10. b over 2 is 5. Half of 10 is 5. And then I'm going to square it. b over 2 squared is going to be 25. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to rewrite it. I'm going to say x squared plus 10x, but I'm going to add this 25. Now, you can't just add 25 to one side, so I am going to add 25 over to this side as well. And then I'm going to look at this. Well, our new b, this b is negative 4. b over 2 is negative 2. And then I'm going to square that. And we get positive 4. Now I'm going to add, I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to bring this down, plus y squared minus 4y. And now I'm going to add, I'm going to add this 4. And once again, I can't just add that 4 to one side. I have to add to the other side as well. So I'll bring down this negative 4. So here's the deal. The story is, when I do this, I can now rewrite that x squared plus 10x plus 25 as a binomial. And it's going to become x plus 5 squared. And take a look. That's where that 5 comes from. Now, you might be wondering, wait a second, why on earth did that happen? X plus 5 times x plus 5 is, well, that's x squared. That's plus 5x. That's plus 5x. And that's plus 25. And when I combine like terms, I get x squared plus 10x plus 25. And that's what I want. I want a binomial that's squared. So here, my b over 2 was negative 2. So this is going to become y minus 2 squared. And that's it. Equals, and now I'm going to find the sum of those four numbers, which is 25. So as we said before, my center point will be in -5, +2, and my radius is 5. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to try to graph it. Although I might run into a problem because of my work. That's fine. I'll have to erase them. So let's see. -5, 2 is here. If I go up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that works. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, there are 4 points that I just did. Now, if I'm not going to use I'm not going to use a compass, but I will say here, this is extra. So if you don't understand this next part, or you don't want to be confused, you can just stop listening now, and I'm going to explain something. Since my radius is 5, I know that 3 squared plus 4 squared equals 5 squared is a Pythagorean triple. So that means if I go over 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and up 4, that means that this length would have to be 5, right? Because this is 3, and this is 4, which means that's 5. What that also means is if I went over 4 and up 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, that's a point. And I can do that all the way around the circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And if you don't understand this, you don't have to. Don't worry about it. That's 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now my circle should look like, ideally you won't have super shaky hands like mine. Oh, goodness me. It was all going swimmingly into that end. That's actually pretty good. I'm kind of impressed with that. And that's it. So, but the key point to this is understanding how to get from here to here. And like I said, you have to use that completing the square technique. That's the main focus.